Breaking. Syria claims it shot down Israeli jet. From 124 News, the Syrian army said Friday it shot down an Israeli plane and hit a second one as they were carrying out pre-dawn strikes near the famed desert city of Palmyra. Our air defense engaged them and shot down one warplane over occupied territory, hit another one, and forced the rest to flee, the army said in a statement carried by state news agency SANA. The Israeli Air Force said earlier that it had carried out several strikes on Syria overnight, but that none of the ground-to-air missiles fired by Syrian forces in response had hit Israeli aircraft. Israeli military officials confirmed that Israel downed an incoming Syrian anti-aircraft missile, which was fired at an Israeli jet and the Aero Defense Battery early Friday morning, making the first reported use of the advanced missile defense system. Overnight Thursday, Israeli warplanes attacked several targets in Syria, the Israeli Defense Force said, prompting the Syrian attempt to shoot down the Israeli jets. Several anti-aircraft missiles were launched from Syria following the mission, and the IDF aerial defense system intercepted one of the missiles, the army said in a statement. The safety of the forces and Israeli civilians were not compromised, the Israel Defense Forces press release read. The Aero system, a part of Israel's multi-layered air defense array, is designed to shoot intercontinental ballistic missiles out of the atmosphere, intercepting the weapons and their warheads close to their launch sites. Complementary of the United States military tech. The IDF did not specify which targets were attacked, but local media and Arab media said the target of the strikes was a Hezbollah weapons convoy. Apparently triggered by the Syrian anti-aircraft missile, sirens warning of the incoming rockets sounded off in the Jordan Valley region in central Israel and the West Bank early Friday. Can you imagine living in Israel? Out of all the places in the world to settle, they chose the most fucked up place in the entire world. I wouldn't live in Israel or even visit there. You couldn't pay me to do so. Of course, since I'm not a Jew, they probably wouldn't allow me there anyhow. Tim Allen just became the voice of reason. Look what he just said about Trump. Actor Tim Allen spoke with Jimmy Kimmel about his trip to the inauguration. What he said is something most Trump supporters can relate to. Let's take a look.
You went to the presidential inauguration, right?
I was invited by, we did a VIP thing for the vets and went to the Veterans Ball, and so I went to go see Democrats and Republicans. Yeah, I went to the inauguration. It was
I'm not attacking you.
You get in this town. I'm not kidding. You got to be real careful around here. You know, you get beat up. If you don't believe what everybody believes, this is like 30s Germany. I don't know what happened. If you're not part of the group, you know what we believe is right. I go, well, I might have a problem with that. I'm a comedian. I like going on both sides.
Yeah.
This government does stuff big. I've never been to anything like that.
Was it a big deal?
It was, I mean, just so many people. And when they show up, you know, the ex-president gets in a helicopter and there's jets and Marines taking him this way, and there's parades. But it looks like a Cadillac parade. Everything was just rows of Cadillacs. And my kids were going, is this the parade? It's like black Cadillac after black Cadillac and then a tractor. I don't know what was. There's no, like, marching bands. There's nothing. I like parades. I used to like parades, which is a funny off story. I took my little one. I'm not ignorant, but sometimes I play it. We went to see the Santa Monica parade down in on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Okay.
The gay parade.
Oh, okay.
I thought when it's gay, I thought when there would be floats and stuff. You don't want to take a 5-year-old to that parade. You don't want to. I'm standing on it. Say, look at the music, and look, it's a fire truck with naked men on it.
It's not. There's no Bullwinkle.
Well, there's no gay pride parades have a different tone than Disney on Ice parade.
And there's no ice for one thing.
There's no ice. It's a lot of nude guys on vehicles, and it's hard to.
So you're talking about, you know, you do stand-up, you go around. The country is very divided.
Yeah.
You know, what are you worried about?
I'm worried about. I have buddies that are in the security business. I'm a tech freak, so I have a guy that's got no. He always has battery. Like cell phones, that batteries come out because he tells me this weird story. He says, you put an iPhone down for a week, you shut it off. In a week, it's dead, right? And I go, oh, God, it's not really ever off. He goes, no, it's never off. They always know where you are. And I go, oh, God. I get paranoid just from being around this cat.
Oh.
But one day I was thinking, if a government drove by down the street with like a gray sedan with a camera on it, you'd be rioting, going to Washington. But if it's white with emojis and Google on it, yay, you're waving at it. They're taking pictures of your house. Howard, you're waving at it. Look at that. Take a picture of my house from the sky. There's that camera that looks around your block. Who are these people? I wanted to put FU on the top of my house. Have that satellite go, oh, no. With the...
Mickey, have you ever searched for your own house?
Oh, hell yeah.
You have, yeah, right. And
I'm out there going like this.
I did it too, and I was like, hey, there's my car.
I know. It's a little spooky. Our privacy you give up. You go, and I like Amazon Prime as much as anybody. You shop for a lot. I wish people would shop for the news as much as we shop for a new pair of glasses. I mean, you got to look for stuff. But Amazon, at the bottom of, they suggest things you might like. You mean like the stuff I just bought yesterday? Why do they know way too much about us?
I feel sometimes they send things to my home that I never order.
Just to see if you'd like it.
And I always like it. It's a weird thing. It's like some automatic thing that's going on.
This was a relational database, and I believe it was the University of Wisconsin about 19 years ago. They started this whole thing where they'd give you 10 of your favorite movies. And you go, yeah, I like these 5. At what degree do you like them? They compare to another 5, then you give it 20 more, and then 30, then you get down to 10. At the end of that, about 30 minutes of this, they'll give you 5 films that you'd love, and I loved every one of them.
Really?
They sold that to Harrods. That is now the relational database they use on all of us.
On Netflix and what?
Everywhere. Once they know your preferences.
You know what's funny? Sometimes I get on my Netflix queue, and it says what I might like, and I look at it and I go, oh, I'm an idiot.
Because it suggests, like, dumb stuff.
Yeah, all the dumb stuff. I'm like,
right.
Oh, they're right. I am an idiot. Well, it's very good to see you. Where will you be doing shows? When's the next show? Stand-up wise.
The Mirage in Las Vegas.
The Mirage in Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
The great Tim Allen, everybody. Last man standing.
Well, that was a fascinating conversation. I know Tim Allen was trying to kind of be funny. However, the topics he was discussing is as serious as a heart attack. When it comes to surveillance, Big Brother watching you, algorithms that can predict the future and things you like and would like to have. Scary. Breaking. Secretary of State Tillerson responds to North Korean belligerence, and it's big. From the New York Post, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson is refusing to take anything off the table in terms of dealing with North Korea, and said Friday the U.S. may help nuclearize other countries in the region in order to deter the rogues. Oh man, that's a terrible fucking idea. Nothing has been taken off the table, Tillerson told Fox News in an interview in the Korean demilitarized zone. We're exchanging views. At a press available in Seoul, South Korea, Tillerson warned the U.S. patience with North Korea is over. Let me be very clear. The policy of the strategic patience has ended, the Secretary of State said, standing next to his South Korean counterpart, Foreign Minister Young Byung-see. If they elevate the threat of their weapons program to a level we believe requires action, that the option is on the table, Tillerson added. Tillerson made the comments on his first visit to the region. He visited Japan earlier this week and will visit China Friday. North Korea, batshit crazy and fading fast,